What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Viapree Project live stream. I am Ed.
This is Mindy.
And welcome to sessions number 7. We're so excited for everybody joining with us live. And we're also thankful for those that are going to be watching the replay. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Babe, who's in the chat?
All right, let me scroll to the top because everybody is already chatting. Dennis is here. Disney Reunion is here. Isaac's here. Rob Fuzz. Miguel Benitez. Resort TV 1. Mouse Junkie.
Oh, awesome. Welcome,
Mickey's
guys.
Magic.
Welcome.
I know I saw Epcot Bob. BFM
wow.
is in the house.
Awesome. Welcome, guys.
MickeyBlog.com. Mickey Travels. Hi,
wow.
Jen.
No, it's not Mickey.
No?
I know. We'll talk about Mickey Travels in a minute.
Alpha Traveler 1 is here.
I think that's about. If we're
Disney
missing
Life for me. Did I say you guys? Disney
Thank
Dan's
you
in
guys.
the house.
Disney Dan, thank you so much. He was just
Junkie.
streaming with Corey Fiasco and Mickey
Bill
Magic.
Zons, and then,
Mickey Magic.
The amazing Julia
is here. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. If we missed you, we'll try to get back in here. Make sure you're putting your questions in the chat. You want to make sure you're tagging it at the Viapree Project.
You stole
today.
my job.
Oh, I did. I just wanted to talk. I haven't talked in a while. Go ahead. You go ahead.
Okay, so he stole my job, but once again, I am by myself tonight. All of my go-to people are either busy or on today's sessions. So like he said, please put at Viapree Project so that it highlights me so that I can see it and I put it on the list of questions. I will do my best to get to everybody's. If I miss you, I'm sorry because like I said, I'm by myself today.
Yeah.
And if I'm not looking at the camera tonight, please forgive me because I'm focusing on you.
She is. She's focusing. We want to make sure everything goes smooth for tonight. We're excited to bring Nick on here. He'll be with us in just a moment. But before we get started, we just wanted to just go over a little bit of house rules and just a little bit of announcements, some things we want to make sure that we want to make everybody aware of. First off, I want to say thank you so much for those that joined us on our Tech Talk that we did last week with Andrew. We had a good time. It was really good. And for those who joined us, thank you so much. It was a new type of video that we did. We're not used to. We did it in my office, a change of scenery. It was really good. Things good. Andrew did a great job.
Hashtag I'm not Andrew.
I'm not Andrew, right? It is nice to have Mindy back here right next to me, isn't it? It feels so good. I feel Mindy's here. And I'll tell you guys, it is not easy doing the chat. I'm not skilled like that. Doing the chat and talking at the same time. Because I was missing people's questions. So if I missed your question on Tech Talk, I'm so sorry about that. But thank you so much for joining us. That was such a fun time.
Isaac now already left. Bye, Isaac.
Oh, bye, Isaac. He came and gone. So what I wanted to say was we are not going to probably be streaming.
He's working.
He's working. Nick's in the chat working the stream. We're not going to be streaming probably for next week or so. We are going on vacation. That's right. We are going to be away. We are going on a cruise. Just Mindy and I, it's our anniversary coming up next week. So we won't be, but we will be posting some videos that I'm going to be pushing myself, making sure I get some videos out while we are gone. So it's great to do sessions before we go with Nick. So just to give you guys a heads up. So make sure you're checking us on our social media because we're going to be posting stuff there all the time, especially if we're on the trip and everything. Make sure that you check it out. We're so excited to go on the cruise. It's been long overdue.
No kiddos.
No kids. It's going to be great. Another thing we also...
Miguel Benitez wants to know how many years have we been together?
Together we've been together 16 years. 14 years.
12 years married this year, right?
Miguel, get me in trouble. 2000, 14 years. No, 16 years. 16 years. We met in 2002.
Yes.
So 16 years we've been together. Before, how many married?
12. I said that already.
Oh,
because
okay.
we dated for 4. Oh my goodness. Anyway,
I'm gonna hear this.
Dreamers Empire. Yes, I got your question.
All right. Well, thank you guys for this. So we're excited about going on our trip. But before we go, we wanted to say thank you. We got our first Patreon. Can you believe that? Our first Patreon. We're so excited. If you guys missed that on our Tech Talk, we relaunched our Patreon. You guys can check it out in the description below. Down in the link, there's a Patreon thing if you want to support us monthly. We want to thank our first Patreon who's with us, and of course, we all know who it is. It is the WALTWINS. We want to thank the WALTWINS so much for supporting us. They've been with us really since we've kind of kept growing and growing. The WALTWINS have been there. Guys, if you have not, make sure you check out the WALTWINS. They are amazing channel, Brett and Adam. We just thank you. So we're so excited to have them a part of our family, a part of our partners, and supporting us on our endeavor together on this. Now, we do have some things, and we just want to make sure that you are aware, our community, because we have a very, very close-knit community, and we feel like we want to be responsible for what's going on. We try to make sure people know the temperature of what's happening in our community. So, we just mentioned the WALTWINS, and those that follow the WALTWINS have seen that they have not posted in the past couple weeks. And the reason why the WALTWINS haven't been posting is that Adam and Brett's father is not doing too well. And so we would just ask that you guys maybe send them a message, maybe watch one of their videos and give them some encouragement. It's not looking as good as they think it's looking right now. So, and everybody knows the WALTWINS. Their number one goal is to put a smile on your face and make you laugh. And right now, they can use some encouragement, some love from our community, and they haven't even asked or talked about it to anybody. But we're pretty close, and we've communicated with them, and they've asked to make sure that we share with the community what's happening. So make sure you guys go over to the WALTWINS, show them some love. They're giving us love already for our Patreon, and that was more than what we thought.
Exactly.
But again, thank you again, guys. So go give the WALTWINS some love. Also, if you haven't seen already or heard. The Geeked Out Getaways, Ben and Julia. Ben is still not doing too well, and we want you guys just to make sure that you guys are just giving, sending your prayers and thoughts to them. We did a live stream with Love Family Productions last week. Right, for prayer, and we put the link in the description below if you guys want to join and see. It was such a great time getting the community rallying around for Ben and Julia, just because he's going through something that's very, very, very serious. So we want to make sure that you guys are more than welcome to check that out. But on top of that, we wanted to go a step further with Ben and Julia because they're in Canada, they're far away, and they've been such an amazing channel for all of us. And we really felt like it would be really cool to do something special for them, and we wanted to kind of represent the YouTube community and head up there and spend some time with them. We have reached out to a lot of channels, and a lot of you that are watching right now, you have donated to send me, because it's a lot of money. Usually I don't ask for any type of donations or anything like that. We just don't do that. I just do it on my own. Right. But it's such a far distance that it was really, really hard from Florida to Canada, and they're like on the other side of Canada. And so we reached out to some channels, and everybody that we reached out to was so willing to donate something. We want to thank you so much, and we're going to give you an update on his condition along the way. If you're really interested in getting us and helping us, or at least me, to go check out Ben and Julia, we have a link in below to our PayPal. We would love anything. Anything helps. And it would just really be really nice. I know it'll go a long way. We're going to kind of wait till he's kind of settled, because he's been bouncing around. And so we just want to let everybody know in our community, because they're so active. These channels are so active and such a big part of our community. We just want to make sure you guys know what is happening.
Yes.
Woo! It's a lot going on.
There's a
lot going on. And listen, if you guys have things going on too, make sure you email us. We have a prayer list. We pray all the time. Just want to let you know. Go ahead and mail that over to us. So yeah, how's this chat going, baby?
Everyone is loving on each other, which
Awesome.
I love. They wanted to know what cruise line we're going on. how long we're going to be away. And Cargo says she's been married as long as we've been together.
Oh, wow. Cargo. Goals.
That's goals.
That's goals right there. We're going to Royal Caribbean. So, yeah, and what you guys want to do is, even on our Patreon, we'll post some behind-the-scenes stuff as well for what's going on. All right. I think that was really good. I think I got through that really well. Yes. Guys, make sure if you like our session shirts, make sure you check out our merch. Go to our Spreadshirt, shop.spreadshirt.com /Viapree Project. You can get some awesome merch there.
And I keep seeing some people keep joining us. So if we didn't get a chance to say hi to you and you're in the stream after our welcome, hello, we welcome everybody.
Hello, welcome.
And also, for those of you who just joined us, if you have any questions for Nick at Magical News Live, please tag at Viapree Project so that I can see them and so I can put them in my list of questions because I am by myself tonight.
That's it.
So,
alrighty, you guys ready? I think it's time.
I think it's time
we get this on the road. I'm sure Nick is ready to be out here saying,
Miguel says the
what's
suspense
up?
Is building.
Yeah, I know. I can't wait to get Nick out here. Alrighty, guys, listen, for those that are just joining us or you're new to our community, Magical News Live is a partner channel of ours. Such an amazing young man. His name is Nick. And he has done so much. He's one of the best supporters that we probably have in the community.
Yeah.
He's a household name. He is everywhere that you could possibly look. You go on a stream, Nick is somehow a part of that stream. But if you do not know who Nick is, I want you to check this out.
All who come to this happy place, welcome.
Jumbo, everyone, this is Nick with MagicalNewsLIVE here. I would like to welcome everyone to this live stream. This is part of the concept art that we received for Toy Story Land today. How tall is the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror in Hollywood Studios?
Alrighty, guys, welcome with us for the first time here on Sessions Magical News Live. Welcome, Nick. Hey, man. Welcome, man. This is so awesome. We get to spend some time with you here.
Just want to let you know, Wishing Mouse has 199 feet. I know what that means.
What?
That means how long or how tall the Tower of Terror is.
Oh. So, Nick, are you excited to be on Sessions? I know it's been we're so excited to have you on here with us.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
Alrighty, so we have questions. Everybody's been putting questions in. Mindy's been organizing it, and we just want to talk just a little bit about Magical News Live. One of the first things that I wanted to kind of talk to you about was we've been growing and growing. Seeing you grow has been amazing, Nick. Nick, you've been doing so great with your channel. If you check it out, he is at over 1,100. I think close to 1,200 or so subscribers, and the community has really taken on to Nick. And Nick, man, so just tell us how you feel about this journey you're on.
I'm very excited about it, and if you told me the day I started this channel, the day I created, that I would have 1,100 subscribers by now, I would have told you were crazy and that you should, like, because when I started this, I wouldn't even think I would have 10 subscribers, and when I remember there was a day where I had about 30 subscribers, and I thought I was bigger than Logan Paul, who has, like, many million subscribers, so...
Well, you're bigger than he to me than he is to us, because I don't even watch him. So you're big to me.
Yeah. The support from the community has been awesome. I know everyone has been supporting and been going to my channel and obviously supporting you guys. So shout out to everyone for that. And yeah, I'm very excited about what has come to my channel so far and what will come in the future.
Yeah, I have a question, Nick.
Sure.
I think I've missed something. What's with all the rockets in the chat?
A lot of rockets.
So that has been something that has been going on. So what that rocket thing is, I think it was in Disney Dan's live stream, if I'm not wrong. And I was, in the chat as usual. And somehow my finger, I don't know if I was on my phone, like emoji keyboard or what, but somehow my finger slipped on the rocket and it sent. And then everyone started typing rockets, and it's just...
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna have to get merchandise with rockets on
Seriously.
it now.
Someone said Rocket Man.
That's what everyone has been saying.
So Nick, so tell us a little bit about what your channel is all about.
So my channel is mainly themed around Disney news, Disney park videos, anything that mainly to do with Disney, mainly themed around Walt Disney World in general, because that's where I've been visiting for a long time now. And we do Disney news. We have a featured news series called the MagicCast, and we've been doing about 7 of those so far, and those have been going great. And we have our general Saturday live streams, which have anything from Disney trivia to news announcements to shouting out future live streams in the day to shouting out people in the chat, or just even having a conversation, just saying hey to everyone, reading the comments. And so I love each of my live streams, and I always go back and look at the comments to see like what happened. And I know you guys would say this, I don't get to see every single comment in live stream.
Yeah, it's hard.
And it is, and I remember my very way back live streams, I looked at every single comment. Like, I did not want to miss one. I don't know how I did that, because now I can't see every single comment. And I remember there was one live stream where everyone was typing, even the moderators, and it would not stop. And I just, it wasn't even when I was trying to read every single comment. But yeah, my live streams, I love that. And the videos, different park videos, and I know Arjon's films those videos, so huge shout out to him for that. And also the news videos, and so yeah, that's basically what's on my channel.
Awesome. Well, Nick, it's really been great getting to know you and your channel. We met. I always remember the time we met was on a BR Fams live stream, and that famous live stream where everybody was trying to figure out how to say our last name, and I think from there we kind of hit it off, and so that was always something that we will always remember. And not also you were now also getting into another channel, because the one thing about you, Nick, that and maybe not other people know, but we know, but you're very, very good at tech, just as good as me. And I think what's really, really cool is that you are all about helping people. And you are starting a new channel called A Bite of Tech. Right now, I know we're still in development. Those that have not subscribed, make sure you head over there. Nick's going to post something, and it's going to be something good and something that's going to help the community. So make sure you guys get ready for the inaugural, the grand first video that he puts out. So guys, make sure you go over there and show him some love. So where did this tech side of you come from?
So my technology, I've always loved technology, whether it's fixing something with the computer or coding or something like that. And one of the main things that I've always loved doing is, even before I had this YouTube channel, I've always watched technology videos, whether it's a video on how to do something in a computer or a review on some technology product. And I actually remember when I got my first computer, and it was like an Acer Windows XP something, and now I have like a MacBook, and I've just always loved technology, and I love diving into the technology. Like a few days ago, I was opening up a MacBook and replacing the battery in it, and
wow.
Yeah, I've always loved technology, and I've always loved coding and like doing the inside diagnostics and different things like that.
Wow.
I'll tell you what, coding is hard. Jordan has a book that I got for her on coding, and she did it for 5 minutes. I played with it a little longer, and it's hard. And this is a kid coding book, and it was hard.
Because she's not like us, Nick. You know, you and I, we know.
I give you props.
It can be
I'm
very
loving
hard.
on him. Huh?
It can be very hard.
You are super smart. That's what I'm trying to say. Is you are
Everybody
super
says
smart.
Nick for president, right? Everybody says Nick for president. So before I have a lot more questions for you, but let's see what the chat has. Let's start with the chat questions before everybody starts yelling at me.
I was gonna say because I got a lot.
Go ahead, let's go.
I gotta scroll back up to the top. All right, question for both Ed and Mindy and Nick. We'll just do you. What is your favorite resort, character, food, ride, park, and transportation type? So we'll do these one at a time.
Okay. What was the first one? Character?
Resort.
And I
So-
didn't grab who that's from.
That's from. I remember who that was from.
I remember also, yeah.
Disney Reunion.
Good question, KJ. So one of the, my favorite resort, and people ask me that all the time, because when I get new people on the streams, they always ask me, what's your favorite character, what's your favorite ride, different things like that. My favorite resort, I've actually, it used to be the Polynesian. I love that resort. We always go, even if we're not staying there, we go visit, walk around the resort. So I've never, and we've adapted this new love for the beach club. So ever since we love the beach club in Polynesian, I've never really been able to pick a favorite resort. So if I had to pick two favorite resorts, it would be the beach club in Polynesian. But I've always loved both of those.
Beach. Wow. We've never been to any of them.
No.
That's cool, though. I mean, I walked through the Polynesian. But
Yeah.
The beach club I've never been to.
We ate breakfast at the Polynesian.
We did. We ate breakfast.
It's a nice hotel.
That's
really pretty.
Yeah. What's that restaurant called again?
In Polynesian?
Yeah. I forgot the name. How did I forget the name of the Polynesian? Everybody's going to be saying it in the chat.
Well, the quick service one is Captain Cook's, and then
No, it's the big.
No,
it's
it's
the
the Lilo.
all you can eat with the. What's it?
Ohana.
Ohana. How did I forget that? I wanted to say Ohana, but I didn't want to. I thought
Wanna
that
be
was
wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next one was character.
See, this is where it kind of divides into two. My favorite character, I generally say Mickey, but I've always had this love for Steamboat Willie, and I know it's kind of like the same.
Same, but it's different.
Yeah.
But it is different, so I've always loved Steamboat Willie.
Steamboat Willie. I think you are the first person that's ever said that, and Steamboat Billy's been around for longer than all of us put together.
Yeah.
And that's your favorite. So.
He's a classic guy.
All right. What else?
Food.
My favorite Disney food. So, I love Dole Whips. Every time we go, I have to get a Dole Whip. I also, one of the things I love is the Mickey-shaped Rice Krispie treats that are covered in the chocolate. I love those also.
All right. Ride.
My favorite ride, and like all these questions, at times it will stump me, but also at times I'll be like, oh, okay, I like this one. My favorite ride, I've always loved Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. I know several other YouTubers like that. I've always loved that ride.
That's the best.
Good answer, Nick. Good answer.
It is. Good answer. Park. Favorite park.
My favorite park is Magic Kingdom. I've always loved Magic Kingdom. I know everyone has their own preference. It's just because things they like in it. I've always liked the Magic Kingdom.
And last is transportation type.
Monorail. I've always loved the monorails, and I've always actually liked the Disney buses also. We don't use the ferry boats as much as we use the monorail and all that. Even if we're not staying on a monorail resort, we'll even still use the monorail just to get like the Magic Kingdom or the Polynesian or something like that. So I do love the monorail a lot.
Awesome.
Awesome. Guys in the chat, please make sure you do at Viapree Project so I don't miss your question.
And the moderators, again, if you can help us out with making sure everybody hits that like button, and all the questions, again, helping Mindy, trying to navigate it to Mindy. And those, if she does miss it or something, maybe they can message you that are on your... Will that help you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, next one. Dreamer's Empire wants to know... this is my favorite question by far. I'd like to hear Nick talk about his career goals since we all think he's going to be president.
Okay. And that's something where people have asked me, like, where would you like to see this channel in the future? Like, would you like to see it go somewhere, or will you like take it down? Some people have actually asked me if I would take it down. I don't know. I don't think that's a troll type of question. Because I don't know, but the channel, as far as I know, as of now, will never be taken down unless YouTube takes it down for some weird reason. But I would love to see the channel advance. It's been going on since August to October now. I would love to see the channel move along in the future, as I'm sure every other content creator in the chat or watching this on the replay would. So I would definitely love to see this channel move along in the future and make some new friendships with new creators, and also help people along the way and give them advice for different things that they're doing. And that's one of the things for A Bite of Tech, how I want to help people with technology advice for their YouTube channels. Like, how do I add a branding watermark to the bottom right hand corner of the video? So I would definitely love to see it advance in the future, and definitely just continue growing the way it is.
Is that what you want to do for a career?
I would definitely love to do this for a career.
Career, yeah. Cool. All right, next question. Disney Reunion also wants to know, when was Nick's first time going to Walt Disney World?
My first time going to Disney World. So I actually don't have a, what's the word I'm looking for, like a definite answer, but I think, if I'm not wrong, I was 2 years old.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very cool. Okay. Rob Fuzz wants to know, where do you see yourself in 1 year, 5 years, and 10 years?
That's a very good question, Rob. So 1 year from now, I see the channel hopefully having more advances to it, and improving some of the, not necessarily bad things, but the things that could have improvement, definitely improving, and hopefully having new people who love Disney coming to the channel and making it their place for finding Disney news or park videos or playing Disney trivia or something like that. So that, I think that would be 1 year now. 5 years from now, that would be 2023.
He's so precise.
If I was to think 2018, 2023, that seems like a very long time from now. I don't. If you were asked where I see it from 5 years from now, I would think that I would hopefully want to still have the channel growing and hopefully have, as I said, for the 1 year, like a new following of people. Every day, these new people coming on. I know Michael K this morning, he hit 10,000 subscribers. Like,
wow, that's awesome.
and that's something where like you get excited about it. I remember the exact moment when I hit 1,000 subscribers. It's very exciting.
Yeah.
So I think definitely I would love to see again new people come to the channel, getting to know new people, and then 10 years from now, I would say, to be honest, the same exact thing. And hopefully, when new technology comes out, that would hopefully help YouTubers in some way to definitely be able to use that on live streams.
Yeah, that's true. That's good. Good answer, man. You're ready for president. I think you're ready to be in a ballot. You're ready to go on and do the presidential tour. I think you're good, man. Before you guys, I know you have more questions. I just want to add to it. So tell us a little bit about Mickey Travels. How is Mickey Travels a part of Magical News Live?
Okay, so Mickey Travels is a travel agency that my parents own, and my mom does most of the travel planning for the business. My dad is more of the technical side, setting up Facebook pages for the agents and all that stuff. And I think that's part of where I get my technology, my love for tech. But I think that's basically where I got my love of Disney from, because my mom has been going to Disney, I think, ever since she was young. So,
wow.
And we've been going to Disney every year ever since they created Mickey Travels back in, I think, 2011. So, and
awesome.
We've had a great time with Mickey Travels, and it's now one of Disney's platinum authorized travel agencies. So we've been having very good time with it, and one of the add-ons that we're working on for the future with Mickey Travels is a travel agency called Let's Adventure Travel, and that's going to be all travel regardless of Disney, because Mickey Travels is just Disney. So
wow, that's awesome. That's incredible, guys. If you're on here right now, I think Mickey Travels is in here.
Yes,
and make sure you check them out if you need any type of Disney advice or need some help planning. These are the people right here in the chat. Make sure you get a hold of them, or get a hold of Nick, or even get a hold of our partner channel, our Themed Life. Jen is also part of the Mickey Travels organization, I guess you would say. And when you get big, if you need people making videos when you travel around a lot, I know a guy, you know, right? So we can go traveling a little bit for, you know, I know somebody.
And by the way, Nick, Mickey Travels says they love you.
Aww.
I see it in the chat. Before we move on to the next question, Mickey's Magic says, Happy Father's Day to you.
Oh, thank you.
And to your father, Nick.
Thank you.
Happy Father's Day to the gentleman.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right.
Next question?
Yes, questions.
Next question.
Keep it going.
All right.
Because we
gotta scroll back up.
We got a lot of questions, Nick. So
You do. You have a lot.
This might be a long show.
Rob Fuzz wants to know, how many channels do you mod for? Everyone.
Oh boy.
So that's a question that I think someone had a live stream and someone was talking about that. But I don't know exactly. I don't have a number, and there's actually been live streams, and I kind of, in a way, find this sort of shocking, where I've never been to the channel before, never watched a video, and I jump on a live stream and I'm already a mod, and I don't know how that's even possible.
Your reputation precedes you.
Yeah, but and that's something where I definitely I love people have said to me, like, I'm very good at moderating. I think I'm very good at moderating, and that's there's channels where they're like, we do get trolls, and I have trolls myself, and everyone does, and it's a part of becoming a bigger YouTuber. And
right.
And I know with Resort TV 1, Josh has a name for his channels, or for his modders, and they're called Moppers. Resort Hoppers. Resort Hoppers.
That's cute.
Resort Hoppers and moderators combined together, and Josh is saying, because we mop up the trolls, and there's many moderators that they have that, and we get those comments way quickly. And for the channels that I moderate for, it's family friendly, and if there's someone bad in there, you want to get it out of there.
Yeah. All right. So awesome. You know, and just to add on to that a little bit, you know, because you know, we're mods. I'm like co-mod with a lot of things with Nick, and you know, the one thing about live streaming and is, yes, you're gonna get the trolls like Nick was saying, but there's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes. Believe it or not, that people don't know. You think just the mods are just doing the stream, but there's a lot of communication going off stream and investigations and things like that. That Nick is just like the pro at it. So yes, Nick, you are a top-notch moderator. You know, if we had an award ceremony, I think you would win the badge or the trophy for best mod.
So, on topic, Resort TV 1 says it would be easier to list the channels he doesn't mod
that
for.
Is true. Josh, you are right. You are right. All right, next question.
And then, hold on, Cargo says that, funny story, Nick is the only mod for me that I didn't know at all when I modded him. He was recommended by a very close friend before my very first live stream.
Oh,
and I bet you are glad you did that.
Yes.
All right, next question. Disney Reunion wants to know, ask Nick how did he come up with the name Magical News Live?
Now, see, I knew someone would ask that.
Yep.
So, Magical News Live, how I came up with the name was, I remember I wanted to start a YouTube channel. I didn't, at the time, know what it was, even know what I was going to have it as. And then I thought, well, obviously I should have it as Disney. And then I was thinking, well, what names could I call it? And how I see it when I come up with a name for something is, the name I do not want, like, I want a name that's available on social media, because if someone has the name Magical News Live on Twitter and I want a Twitter account, like, I want that name. Right. So, I think, and I came up with Magical News Live, and I thought, I was originally going to do Magical News, and I was going to leave out the live. And the issue with doing Magical News, and the reason I added the live was, I said to myself, regardless of the name, I want to buy a domain for a website because I want to make a website for it. Well, MagicalNews.com was like $2,000 a year, and I thought for something that at the time I thought would probably fail, I was like, I'm not going to spend $2,000. So
Smart.
I thought, well, if I'm gonna do live streams, because I knew I wanted a live stream. If I'm gonna do live streams, why don't I just add the live part? So Magical News Live, and I was like, that kind of has a nice ring to it. And the domain was thankfully $11 a year. So, and then the social media was available, so I got that, and that's how the name came up.
Alright, cool.
Smart thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Epcot Bob wants to know, I would like to know if Nick will do a massive Epcot expansion when he is CEO of Disney.
Uh,
I will make an Epcot Bobland.
Yes, that's a good answer.
Yeah. What about Dean? Now listen, you know, you can't do something without Bob. And
Dean and Bobland.
Okay, there you go. There you go.
Resort TV 1 asked Nick what made him want to start a YouTube channel.
So, and that's kind of tying back into what I said before, but what made me want to start a YouTube channel is I thought, and actually I think, and I can't remember because I don't know why I can't remember, but I was watching Resort TV 1 in like July of 2017, and that was before I had this YouTube channel, because I actually created the YouTube channel, I think August 28th, 2017, but I didn't actually start posting videos until October 28th. But, so I started watching Resort TV 1 before I had this channel, and I was commenting under my actual name versus MagicalNewsLIVE. And I think I saw their channel, I was just like, how cool would this be if I kind of had my own channel and did, like, these news videos, because I have, like, information with the news, and I have a list of refurbishments, so how would it be cool if I did that? So, and then I kind of just came up with that, and again got the name Magical News. That didn't work, so MagicalNewsLIVE, and it kept growing, and here we are today.
Awesome. Man, we're glad you made it.
Whoosh.
We are glad you made it.
Disney Life for me. How do you get on Jeopardy so often? Hashtag Trivia King.
Yes. We'll never get on that show, babe. We're never gonna get on Disney Life for me.
Don't get me started with that.
Sorry, go ahead. All right, Nick, this is your show, not our show.
Well, first of all, if you haven't checked out Disney Life for me's Trivia and Jeopardy's, I definitely will. But and people have asked that before. And the main way, I think, is I'm very fast at typing. And you can ask Cart when she does this game, when she does these, like, Disney games, it's like kind of like a headbands game, but it's like you can ask, like, he's a male, female, and I'm typing very fast, male, enter, female, enter, like, trying to guess what it is. So I would say it's that I'm typing very fast, and Dee knows this. I'm like very bad at the movies and songs and quotes, but when it comes to Disney World and Dee knows, I come back.
That's your niche, man. You got it.
That's funny.
Good.
The Kingdom Times, which I keep reading the Kingdom Tires. Sorry,
me
guys.
too. I don't know why. It's Kingdom Times.
Viapree Project. This isn't a question, but I want to let Nick know how much I appreciate his help with helping me make my channel.
Aww.
I wouldn't have started his channel without you.
Oh, look at you, Nick. Inspiring people and helping people. That's just who you are, man.
That
so
is.
Awesome.
Mouse Junkie wants to know what made Nick decide to create a channel. We talked about that. Okay.
Mouse Junkie, I answered that.
We just hope you were paying attention. Miguel Benitez Jr. wants to know, I'd like to ask Nick of his involvement with 3 different channels. Which is he most excited about?
All right, pause before you do it. Let's talk about the 3rd channel. Alrighty, guys. So as we had talked before, and you had seen probably in the intro a little flash of Nick and some of the stuff that his channel does, and at the end you had saw a little blurb that came up with the live place. The live place is something that Nick is helping out with. And Nick, why don't you go ahead and explain a little bit of what this is? Sure.
So the Live Place is a website that Dean from Dreamers Empire, and I see him in the chat right now. So Dean from Dreamer's Empire created the live place, and I forget how he told me that he came up with the idea, but and one day, and it was I think it was like back in January or February, he messaged me, and he came up with the idea, and he came up with asking me like, would you like to help me out with the live place? And at the time, I didn't know what it was, so I was like, sure, why not? And it's turned into where we've had a developer that Dean's working with who created the website, and we've been loading events on there, and it's very easy to load the events. And I know, Ed, you send me the thumbnails, and I get them on there in like 5 seconds.
You do. You're on it, man.
Yeah. So, and we've been making changes. And I remember when we had the website, and it was there were like glitches with the website, and we're actually still making changes with the website as we speak. And I think Dean sent a list to the developer of things to put on the website, for example, and I'm sure Dean's saying this, but we're getting our new logo on the website.
Nice.
So, yeah, so, and we have a YouTube channel we've created for the live place, and Dean and I are doing live streams on that every other Wednesday, and I think our goal with those live streams is to help, like, YouTubers. Like, one of our live streams, one of the live streams was how you deal with trolls, and I talked to my viewpoint on, like, well, if this happens, you should do this, or if that happens, you should do that.
Right.
And our topic last week was, should you live stream? I thought that was a very good topic, because I shared my viewpoint on why you should live stream, and Dean kind of shared his. And then, yeah, we've created a Twitter and an Instagram for the live place, so yeah, it's definitely going great. I'm very happy to be working with Dean on it.
We love the live plays. I think it was an incredible idea. I love Dean's vision, and the partnership between you two just really works real good. Everybody, please go check out theliveplace.com. Such an amazing channel. You'll see amazing people on there, us included. And so yes, go check out that. All right, babe. Well, what do you think?
I think it's time.
You think it's time?
I think it's time. Everybody knows what it's time for. Please pause your questions, because I'm not going to be able to catch them, because it's time for the hot seat.
All right, Nick, you ready?
I think I'm ready.
You know, this is pretty intense. Mindy does a pretty hard job with these questions. I don't know how you do it.
I'm going to pull my hair back.
All right.
You ready? All right, you know how this works. You got 1 minute to answer as many questions as you possibly can. I believe the highest has been like 16 or 18.
Okay.
Somewhere around there.
All right, give me a second. I got to get this clock up there.
He's getting the clock ready. So let's set a goal at 19 questions. You think you could do it?
I'll set a record tonight.
All right. That's awesome.
All right.
He is confident. All right, so
give me a second. Let me get the clock up there.
Edson sets the timer, and he presses start when I read the first question.
All right.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
We're ready?
ready.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go. Question number 1. You're a new crayon. What color would you be?
Blue.
If you could be any animal in the world, what would you be?
Giraffe.
Texting, talking, or Marco Polo?
Marco Polo.
Favorite day of the week?
Friday.
Speak every language or talk to animals?
Every language.
Dawn or dusk?
Dawn.
Place you most want to travel?
Paris.
Favorite junk food?
Cake.
Oh, well, cake or pie?
Cake.
Favorite ice cream flavor?
Mint.
Say a word in Spanish.
Hola.
Favorite number?
4.
Name one of the 7 dwarfs.
Doc.
Star Trek or Star Wars?
Star Wars.
Big dogs or small dogs?
Small dogs.
Do you like the smell of gasoline?
No.
Climb a mountain or jump from a plane?
Mountain.
If you were really hungry, would you eat a bug?
Yes.
How many pull-ups can you do in a row?
1.
Fill in the blank. Taylor Swift is...
Great.
All right, that's it.
Oh, you did it. Sorry, I keep messing up my microphone. You got 20 questions, Nick, with
Good
no
job.
passes.
Oh, man.
That was
is
incredible.
Great. Oh, over here breaking everything. Minnie's over here breaking everything.
Sorry.
So Nick over here got 20
questions with 0 passes. You,
Nick,
have set a hot seat record. You said
good
it
job,
too.
Nick. Everybody in the chat's giving you rockets, man, because you killed it. Wow, man.
That's awesome.
Man, when I grow up, I want to be like you, man. I do, man.
That's incredible.
You're just too good. Nick, awesome job with the hot seat. You rocked it. You're in history with the ride. Everybody, did you guys like the hot seat? I know everybody looks forward to when we do that.
Look. Hot seat.
Alrighty, so...
I saw...
It's
looking at this.
That was a good one.
Resort TV
when Scuba thing came up in the chat. Remember when
I was gonna be ready for that. I remember. I remembered what it was.
The next time we got to throw something like that to Nick, because I know Nick would probably surprise us all. All right, so let's get back to the questions before I move on with the show.
All right. Boop, boop. Sorry, I'm getting another one on the list. Miguel Benitez Jr. I also like to ask Nick what has been his biggest positive surprise from being on YouTube and what has been his biggest frustration or disappointment.
I'm going to start with the frustration, disappointment. And this is something that I think I remember happening. So my biggest frustration, disappointment was when I had a live stream, and this was when YouTube had this big thing where, and it's still kind of an issue now, but it was a big issue at the time where no one got notified. The notification just did not work. And I was doing a live stream, and it was scheduled. It was all set up, but the internet was fine. It was all working. And for, I think, 20 minutes, I was sitting there, and no one joined. I was just confused because I had, like, I think I had, like, maybe 1,800 subscribers, something like that. I had a high number of subscribers, but I think and I was just like frustrated. I was like, what's going on? Is no one? Because I knew someone had to be around. It wasn't that like no one was getting it. And then I tried another live stream, and everyone jumps on. So it's just something where YouTube had their issue, and I was very frustrated about that. And I was gonna contact YouTube because I was like, they're not doing that with my channel or anyone else's that I know. So I was very frustrated with that. But I think what was the other one? My favorite moment.
Yeah. Your favorite.
My favorite.
Biggest positive surprise.
Okay, my biggest positive surprise. I would say. Okay. My biggest positive surprise would have to be when I hit 1,000 subscribers. And I'll explain why I consider it a surprise. Is because, as I said earlier, when I hit 30 subscribers, I thought I was like on top of the world. I was famous. And I remember I was on Social Blade and seeing the number have a comment, and I was just like ecstatic. I was very excited.
Very cool. We kind of skipped Miguel's last question because we went off on a tangent, but his last question was, with your involvement of the 3 different channels, which is the one you're most excited about?
Oh.
Okay. And I've said this many times. I've never picked a favorite channel. Like, you can't say, like, this channel is my favorite. And the reason I do that is because, A, I don't want to upset anyone and say, like, oh, well, yeah, your channel's just okay. Like, I never want to do that. I never want to upset anyone. So I've never, like, picked a favorite channel. I've loved all the channels. MagicalNewsLIVE, obviously. I've grown very much with that. The live place, we're obviously growing with that. And A Bite of Tech, we're in the process of getting that up. We're actually, Dean and I are working on getting a website up for it, and I want to have that up before we get the channel up. So I would say, like, I'm not gonna pick a favorite per se, but all the channels have really been amazing, and I've really loved working with all of them.
Awesome.
Cool. Us Out Loud wants to know, or wants to know, if you had a choice of a used car or a new computer for your 16th birthday, which would you pick?
Who would you pick?
Okay. I'll say this. Well, in New Jersey, we don't get licenses until, I think it's like 17 or...
Oh,
yeah, permit is 16, license is 17. So for 16, I would say computer. 17 can be the car.
Ah, that's a good answer.
Guy.
That's why he's going to be president.
Yeah, you see how he found a way around it to get both. He got both. Hector, you try to get one, but he got both.
Unapologetically Gomez wants to know, who is your favorite YouTuber? Sorry if you already asked. I was late. He is.
I would say pick favorite YouTubers because I have my favorites, plural, but I don't like to say, oh well, this channel is my favorite, and then have another channel get that. But I love my partner channels. Obviously, you guys always support as well as my other partner channels, and obviously the supporters. Everyone knows who they are, who support me, and yeah, you guys know who you are. But I think as far as favorite channels go, everyone.
That's a good answer.
He is ready for office.
Ready, yeah.
Everybody.
Totally. R. Johns wants to know, where do you get that awesome footage at the parks?
R. Johns.
R. Johns, that's right. And here's a little bit of that footage from R. Johns. So tell us a little bit about what he does, Nick.
Okay, so R. Johns, I was thinking about this earlier. I forget how it kind of started, but it was basically where we kind of connected, and then it kind of, and again, I forget how it started, but we were just like, okay, R. Johns is going to volunteer to film for me, and then I'll upload, and obviously give him credit. I wouldn't just, take it and just be done. But, and R. Johns is, he's awesome. If you haven't checked him out, please do. But, he has, been very, supportive of the channel, and he definitely, has filmed these videos. I think this is the Epcot monorail video, if I'm not wrong. But, and he's, and one of the things he does behind the scenes, because you guys don't see this, is he actually cuts the videos. So it's like, I remember the Polynesian video, and we were up late trying to figure out how that would work, because he originally sent them to me on Facebook, and now he texts them to me, and the file was too big for him to send. So I think what he does from now on, what he's been doing is, so there's stuff that happens behind the scenes, and the World Showcase video that I uploaded, I think last week, he cut into 10 parts, and then he sent those each to me. And so big shout out to R. Johns.
R. Johns is awesome. We are it's so nice to always see him. He's in somebody's stream all the time on Resort TV 1, and when we go to Disney, I always try to at least send him a message, hey man, are you around? Because he's such a phenomenal supporter, but person, just to be around. And let me tell you something, he's great with kids.
Yes, he is.
He is really, really good.
Best babysitter ever.
Art Johns, you are awesome, man.
All right, Unapologetically Gomez, do you remember what your first ride at Disney was?
First ride? No, I don't even remember. To be honest, I don't remember my first day at Disney. I don't even remember my first vacation. I remember that far back. I would say my first ride would probably have been one of the small ones, because I wouldn't have been big enough to go on the big ones. Probably one of the small ones.
That's a good answer. Disney Dan, wants to know if you would consider being the first YouTuber astronaut.
That's actually a very good question. I'd be the first YouTuber astronaut. I would say I don't know, and the reason for that is because I would love to stay down on Earth and go to Disney. But, I would love to stay down on Earth and go to Disney. At the same time, I think it would be very cool to be an astronaut. So, and if one day there was cell service in outer space, live stream from the moon or something like that, if that was ever possible.
Yeah. I think so.
That'd be cool. Are you scared of heights?
Not really, no.
Okay.
That's the ultimate height right there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you're scared of heights, then I don't know.
Oh my goodness. Mickey's Magic wants to know, would Nick make a stream of him singing Rocket Man by Elton John?
Oh my gosh.
No.
No.
No, and I would play Rocket Man in the background, and I do love Rocket Man. I love Elton John, but I would hum it. I wouldn't sing on a live stream.
Yeah, he wouldn't. I wouldn't sing either person. Mindy could sing all day.
Oy. Mickey Travels wants to know, what shirt are you wearing tonight? That's right.
You guys can check out our session shirts in the link below.
Epcot Bob wants to know, ask Nick if there was anything in particular that really made his channel take off.
I would say one thing, and I don't know if they're still here, but Resort TV 1. If it wasn't for Resort TV 1, I wouldn't have found Our Theme Life. If it wasn't for Our Theme Life, I would not have found BR Fam. If it wasn't for BR Fam TV, I wouldn't have found you guys, and then branching off. But I think Resort TV 1 kind of made it jump, and that's because I was in there, like, I was in Resort TV 1, I think, because I physically created the channel on August 28th, but I didn't start posting until October 28th. So there was a 2-month gap of kind of just like, okay, what am I going to do? And I think I went in Resort TV 1 every Friday, and I commented on MagicalNewsLIVE, and people subscribed, and Resort TV 1 isn't sub for subroom. For those of you who've been there, everyone knows that. But and I remember October 22nd, I hit 100 subscribers on their live stream. So,
wow.
Yeah.
That's like, that I always remember that, the 100. You know.
Thomas Ever After says, hi Ed and Mindy and Nick. Hi Daphne and fam. And then says, Nick, what is your advice for new creators or aspiring creators wanting to get started? Sorry if it's been asked. She was a little late doing house showings.
My advice for new creators or those wanting to get started is do something that you like. Like, for example, if you love art and you love painting, and you're gonna do a channel and you're like horrible with doing soccer or something like that, just an example, and you were to make a soccer tutorial, like a channel on how to do something in soccer, like that would not be any fun. Like even if you thought like, oh, I'll get 1 million subscribers on tomorrow, like that wouldn't be fun. If you were like into painting and you love painting, you love drawing and all that good stuff, and you don't like doing soccer or anything like that, and you made a soccer channel, that's kind of like, no, you don't really do that. So I think do something that you like, make it something that you like, because YouTube is an endless world. There's videos on everything, and believe me, there's videos on every single thing. So do something you like, and I remember I all the time I go to different, when I need something or do something like this, I look on YouTube and I search up how to blah blah blah, do this or do that, and a YouTube video pops up. So one day, if you were to make a how-to channel or something like that, which I know many people who do that, your video could help someone. So I would say definitely do something that you like, and be happy with what you're doing.
That's a great answer, Nick.
Great answer, Nick. Great. Sorry, I got a little distracted here because I know I want everybody in the stream right now to check out Bradley Reyes. You might have just saw him come in. That is Andrew's brother. Everybody give some love to Bradley Reyes.
Bradley.
He is awesome. And I don't know if he has any videos or anything, but just say hi to him.
He's distracting us. He's a jokester, gosh, that one is. All right, Nick, only 3 more questions. And this one you said you were ready for already. So Rob Fuzz, this was back when we did the hot seat, wants to know, what does SCUBA stand for?
Self-contained underwater breathing apparatus.
There you go. Good job. All right, Disney Dan. Hey, Nick, what are the odds of me and you starting a rocket business?
The odds are very high.
And then so far, the last
Ooh,
question,
pretty good.
Disney reunion. If Nick could bring back a ride, what ride would it be?
/ get
Rid of a ride also. So if you could bring back a ride, what would it be to get rid of?
Okay. What ride would I bring back? Great movie ride, easily. And I know the people who have been to Disney many times, while before I was born, know Horizons. I've never experienced that ride, or wouldn't have had the chance to anyway. So I know many of the people say Horizons, but me, I'd say great movie ride. I remember live streaming on. I remember for my mom's Facebook page, Mickey Travels, I live streamed on Great Movie Ride, and that was my first live stream. And I remember I didn't have a gimbal. I didn't know what I was doing. So I was just holding the phone just like this, like it was shaking everywhere. But I think bring back Great Movie Ride, and then a ride to get rid of. You know, all the Disney rides are amazing. I love each and every one of them. A ride to get rid of. I would say get rid of, and I know many people have a love for this, but I don't. I've never really liked it. Living with the Land. I would say get rid of that. I don't. I've never really had a like for it.
Oh,
That hurts.
I didn't expect that, Nick.
That hurts.
I've never really had a love for it, and I would say get rid of it. And you know, they could. Well, actually, no. I'm gonna take that back.
Okay.
Get rid of.
Take it back.
I'll take it back. Get rid of something in Hollywood studios, and then bring back Great Movie Ride.
Okay.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Yes.
You can't get rid of the Land.
Living with the Land is our favorite in Epcot.
It's one of my favorites. You gotta stay there, Nick, because you know Disney's probably watching, and they take your words real serious, and we don't want you know. Alrighty, guys, we are coming up to the end here. But before we go, I wanted to talk real quick about Nick's triple countdown. Nick, tell us what's going on right now. What's a triple countdown?
So a triple countdown is when someone has three, triple three, obviously, trips planned, and in this case to Disney. And in my case, I have 3 countdowns. I'm very excited about that. And this is actually the first time I've had 3 countdowns. This is actually the first time I've had 2 countdowns at the same time, so it's very exciting. My first countdown is in 5 days. 5. So I'm really excited about that. And we have a meetup on the 22nd in Magic Kingdom. So I'm very excited about that, to meet some YouTubers, Arjons and Resort TV 1 and all those good people. But so that's my first countdown, and that's coming up on Thursday. And then my second countdown is for August 1st, and I think Disney Dan is going to be in Disney then, so we'll have to talk about the rocket business. But I think, yeah, so that's August 1st, and then we're going back in November and that's the big meetup, and we're going back in November. We're gonna do Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. That's my first time doing it, so I'm very excited for that. And I'm gonna try to live stream from there and all that good stuff. So yeah, we have 3 countdowns. I'm really excited about it.
Awesome, Nick. That's
Very
so cool. We're so excited. Go ahead.
Dreamers Empire says he's doing a live stream on Friday called Finding Nico for those who want to help me find Nick in Magic Kingdom.
That's awesome.
Today, yeah.
Nick, you did it. You did sessions.
Yeah.
You did excellent, excellent. Guys, if you're just now getting on here, make sure you check out Magical News Live. His link is in the description below. Make sure you go subscribe, show him some love. Nick, you were a phenomenal guest here on Sessions. Also, everybody, like you always say, give him a little computer clap, emoji clap. You did an excellent job. So, Nick, before you go, why don't you just give, that, and we kind of talked about it earlier, just that one advice, that really one thing advice for somebody right now that's watching, some kid that's watching right now and says, I think I want to start a YouTube channel. Why should I do it?
Okay, so, and I actually forgot to mention this earlier, when I was starting MagicalNewsLIVE, my dad showed me a video on Facebook. There's this guy, he's like, I think like big on YouTube. His name is Gary V something. And he was talking to this kid in like a grocery store or something like that. And he was talking to the kid, and he was like, the kid said he wanted to start a YouTube channel, and the guy Gary, I think he has like 1 million subscribers or something like that. I know he's big, and he said, don't worry about the subscriber count. It's like many people, and he said this, many people delete their channels because they don't get any subscribers. And just keep growing, keep pushing at it. You'll eventually get a few subscribers, and then those subscribers will tell their friends about you, and it'll just keep growing and growing to what all of our channels have done. And again, as I said earlier, do something that you like. Do something that you like. As I said earlier, if you want to start a soccer channel but you're good at art, do the art thing. Forget about the soccer thing. So that's basically my advice for anyone who wants to start a channel.
Awesome. Great advice, Nick. Alrighty, man. Good job. You killed it.
Yay, Nick.
And before we go, you want to go ahead and say how you normally do your outro?
Alright. So, have a great day, everyone. Quattrini. Remember to keep the magic alive. Take care.
Alrighty, Nick. Thank you so much. Great job, buddy. It was so good.
And if you missed it, you need to go back and watch the replay, because Nick made hot seat history.
Yes, he did.
He totally slammed it. You gotta watch it.
Yes.
Go check the replay.
Thank you, everybody that has stayed on the chat with us live. Thank you so much. All the questions were great.
Yes, they were.
Awesome. I'm glad we got to fly through it.
Nick,
had to skip a couple things because I know
the questions
just
are
to kind of, they were really, really important.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll have Nick on another time with us.
Yeah.
It was really, really good. Nick killed it.
Yes.
And we had such a great time. Alrighty, guys, listen. We are not going to be streaming probably for a week or so. Make sure you guys are checking us out on our social media. Our Patreon will be... We have exclusive things on our Patreon.
Yes, we
exclusive
do.
things, and we would love to welcome more family to our Patreon page to show us some love. We don't ask for money, but this helps us keep sessions going. Keeps all what we're doing going. And if we can get some help, really helps us out, because we want to keep bringing out great content for everybody. So make sure you go in the description below. Check out our Patreon page. We have some stuff on there.
Yeah, you'll
some
see
upcoming
things
vlogs
there that you won't see on Facebook or Twitter or
exactly.
Instagram. So.
And yes, so awesome. Anything you want to say, babe? I want to thank the moderators.
Yes.
Thank you, moderators, for helping out today.
Jitterflix,
Cargo,
Disney Reunion,
yes,
Resort TV
1, Disney Dan. Listen.
Our Johns.
And I want everybody to make sure, if you have not, there's amazing people in the chat right now. Before we get off, make sure you show them some love, check their channels out. We're not a sub for sub, as a lot of people would say, but we are a community channel.
Yes.
And we are all about the community, and most of everybody in here that's part of our community, we love and we support.
Yep.
So make sure you check them out. Sessions number 7 is in the books. We can't wait. We will be announcing our sessions number 8. We'll be probably announcing it. Maybe in a couple weeks we'll announce it.
Well,
it's
we
gonna
have
be
to
real
come back from the cruise at least.
Yeah, so we have to come back from the cruise. Excited who's going to be with us for Sessions episode 8. We're getting closer and closer and closer to our 1 year, and we're so excited for that. I just want to say, guys, thank you. Yes?
Disney Reunion says, tell Andrew thanks for his advice with the GoPro. He did purchase
one.
He
did? Awesome.
I told you Tech Talk was important.
Awesome. Yes. Thank you. I'm glad. I will definitely let Andrew know on our next stream. Alrighty, guys. We love you. We love our community. And let me see if Mindy can do it right, because she always messes it up.
Oh my gosh.
So go ahead, baby.
Well, you go first now anyway, so.
Alrighty, fam. Remember to always dream big.
And do big things.
Love you guys. Bye.